I'll just get this little beauty sphere. Abacon. No. Abe Oxen.
Mm-hmm.
AIBOCN. However you want to pronounce that. It's a good power bank.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
So I bought a power bank from a man in a phone shop in Liverpool, and I think I got scammed. He was a very nice man, and it cost me £10.
Right.
So we're working on our persona because we've been reviewing some of the videos that we've made so far. Namely the one from last week where we reacted to our yoga video challenge, and I've never seen anyone more tired and bored looking than the two of us in that video.
Especially me, just like, this seems to be my usual demeanour.
And then every time something happens, you're like,
but I've had my hair cut, and
she's a new woman.
I am a new woman now, thankfully. Thank you, Nicola. Much love. Mwah. That was so fake. Sorry, just throwing.
She's had one haircut. This is what happens when people have their haircut for the first time in like
it's
6
true,
months.
though. It's so true. Like, you don't you probably
Have you
do
had much
understand.
taken off?
2 very boring minutes later.
So I'm going for the beachy look.
Oh.
By that I just mean I didn't know what to do with it. So, and also I haven't had my hair cut in a very long time.
Do you want me to cut it for you? That could be a video. I have some scissors upstairs. I cut my mum and dad's hair. I used to work in a hairdresser's. I was never taught how to cut hair, but I'd like to think that I can. What's that type of a learner that learns via watching?
Just visual, isn't it?
Is it? Oh, because like the whole kinesthetic.
Kinesthetic. Is it kinesthetic?
I thought the learn by doing.
Again, words. What word are we going to learn for Liz this week? Tactile, Kama
Both
Sutra.
of you don't know what it is this
Kinesthetic
week,
learning.
so that's good for me.
True.
I'm not the only one.
I forgot. My gran trimmed my hair last time I came down, the 2 weeks
For
ago.
goodness sake.
She trimmed it.
Sometimes it's quite freeing to shave your head. I've never done it.
I was going to say, you said that as if you know. Sometimes it's quite freeing. The last time that I did it, I found it. Well, anyway, we're going to talk about some films that we've been watching. Like a little bit of a review, recommendation, what did we think?
Because we are professional film critics.
Because we are professional actors and film critics, writers, comedians, comedy sketch artists and artistes. What we're going to do is we've shared in watching some films over lockdown. One of our friend activities, like watching films together with Netflix party.
Although we don't actually use the Netflix party, do we? Because it just didn't work.
No, okay, yeah, Netflix party, but then it didn't work, so we've only used it twice. What we're going to do, we're going to talk about 3 films that we've watched over lockdown together, and all 3 of them are not to be taken seriously, by any means. We're going to discuss the following films that we watched. 2 of them we watched simultaneously, and 1 of them we watched separately, but then we've both seen it, and we was we have to talk about this. All 3 of these films are available on Netflix, although one of them perhaps for not much longer. 365 Days. We'll start with that one because I think we've got a lot to say. It's a problematic film. Nobody should be trying to recreate it in real life. But
Which you told me.
It's a Polish film, and
We're
I don't
also
know what they'd
Italian
be
in
doing
it.
over in Poland, but they
It
have
was
some...
also Italian, wasn't it?
Yeah, Polish and Italian. Well, the characters are Polish and Italian. I think the film was Polish. A lot of people have seen 365 Days. It kind of became a bit of a trend, didn't it? And yeah, Liz, you watched it alone.
I did watch it alone.
Liz took the path. What's the saying? The path less trodden or something. I don't know. Basically what I'm trying to say is, Liz went out there and she watched it and she didn't quite know what she was getting herself in for.
No, but like when I watched 50 Shades of Grey, again alone, because I have no one to watch these films with. Like, not that I want to watch these films with somebody, because I just laugh. Like, it gets serious and a little bit, X-rated. Well, this is back to 50 Shades of Grey. I messaged you saying I had to pause it and get some water, because if a man crawled... This is when they're in the hotel, and she wakes up a bit like, what the hell? And he crawls over her, and he's like, if you were mine, you wouldn't be sitting or sleeping for a week.
You wouldn't be able to sit for a week.
I won't ask how you know the exact line. But, yeah, I just was like, if someone did that to me, I'd probably laugh and just be like, alright, mate. Like, even if they were that intimidating, I'd still be like, I really can't take you seriously right now.
I made some notes. So
this is going back to
365 days.
And here are the notes.
Right, so I'm going to go through this list.
Oh my.
At the point in the film where it became, like, complete sex everywhere, constantly.
Can't relate.
I actually stopped making notes.
She was too engrossed.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say anymore. I didn't have any more words. The first thing I wrote was, when you don't have Tinder but you have binoculars.
And that's obviously referring to the first scene where he is just casually with his binoculars looking around.
Is he just looking at her on the beach?
Was he looking at her on the beach, or was he not looking at her on the beach?
Well, let's just set the storyline. It's really not, like, don't even bother trying to figure it out, because it doesn't make sense at all from start to finish. Because the next thing I wrote was, beginning of the film is wildly dramatic, what the fuck? Because it starts off and his dad just gets shot, and I was like, I thought this was sex.
It's not gonna just start off with
I don't know. 50 Shades of Grey didn't start with a murder. Let's face it, it's borderline non-consensual sexual activity.
I mean,
for a good portion of it.
Consent.
Yes, he's like, I'm not going to touch you without your consent. Well, he doesn't say it like that. But then he proceeds to, like, throw her against a wall, strangle her.
And he knows she's got a heart problem.
At least her first boyfriend, who might have been
Cheating
mentally abusive, cheating,
wore
useless.
bloody board shorts and a wife beater.
But you know what? At least he acknowledged her heart problem. There's so much unnecessary character stuff in this film. I mean, the whole film is unnecessary. The world didn't need this, but did the world need Joe Exotic? Yes, they did, actually, it did.
Yeah,
it did need Joe Exotic.
We like Joe.
Yeah. Who doesn't? Well, I just like the
Carol
fact that
Baskin.
he's... It's true. That is not a lie. Yeah, film problematic from the beginning. What the hell? Then I put what was with the angsty sex music after the murder scene. His dad gets killed, because the music was so jarring compared to the film's content at all times. It was so ridiculous.
The only song I remember is the song from, like, the 3-minute, 4-minute long sex scene.
Right.
And I actually like the song now.
That's because Liz has saved it into her sex playlist.
If only I had a sex playlist.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure many people do, to be
It's
honest.
got quite a lot of The Weeknd on it, surprisingly. Well, no, it's not surprising. The Weeknd seems to be all of his songs seem to be about sex.
I have a musical Disney playlist.
Don't have sex to that. So this video is going to get blocked.
That is going to be deleted.
Right, and then the other thing, this is a good point
Carry
as well, I think, if you were ever in a kidnapping situation where you wake up in a hotel room, why would you bang on a closed door instead of trying the handle first? She just sort of goes up and she's like, anyone there? And it's like,
well,
did you want to try opening the door?
yeah, you wouldn't make noise, would
The
you?
first thing I would, well, yeah, I wouldn't start yelling. I would probably be very cautious of my surroundings, and I would probably try and open any door I could find. Then I've just written the Ice Cube. Do you remember?
No.
She passes out because of her weak heart, and then he shoves her into a chair, and then he shoves, whilst saying about consent, he shoves an ice cube into her mouth.
Maybe we need to do a thing where we need to kidnap each other and see what we would do. Because I think the only time we'd know what we would do is if we were in that situation.
If I know you've kidnapped me, I'm not going to really do anything then.
Well, that's the thing, you won't know.
Will I not? Because if I get kidnapped now, I'm going to presume it's you.
Well, but that's what I'd want you to think.
I'm going to wake up in a basement and be like, oh, it's just Liz.
But that's what I'd expect you to think.
I put my favourite quote from Laura, the main character. I am not a bag of potatoes.
It's true.
Yeah. No, you're not. 42 minutes into the film, this is the problem with these things. This is what I'm saying. 42 minutes into the film, she's like resisting the guy, being like, I want to get out, let me out. And Jason goes, oh my god, look at this nice meal he's made for you. And the nice, like, why don't you just love him already?
I don't think a nice meal is gonna...
Jason got Stockholm Syndrome halfway through the film and actually fell for it. So I hope Jason never gets kidnapped by a horny Italian mafia boss, because he will just fall for it.
Sometimes I'm worried that I will have Stockholm Syndrome.
Yes, I do. I do worry that would happen to you as well. I quite admired how reckless they were with the camera angles. You know,
I was quite shocked.
They were like, it was kind of like, imagine being on the set, right? Imagine you're Massimo and I'm the director. You're just, walking around naked, like, giving it some of this. And the cinematographer...
What, windmilling?
Well, whatever he was doing, whacking it about in the shower. The cameraman's over there, and I'm like, hey, Pablo, like, is his dick in that shot? And Pablo's like, we'll just see in the edit, don't know. Oh, fine, we'll just let it, if it's there, it's there, if it's not, it's not. That was kind of their approach to showing things, really, wasn't it? Right, this is, Liz, your favourite point here.
What was it?
When she fell off the boat, how easy is it, really, to just fall off a boat?
Can I say, when they were storming on to the deck of the boat, you could see how high she was in compared to the railing.
Mm.
The railing was near enough, just below her.
The rest. Oh yeah, because at this point I just didn't know what to say anymore. I've just written violent sex.
It was
Then I've
quite
written-
violent. I got scared, to be honest.
Sex boat. Because
Sex
the boat
boat.
that she fell off
Oh.
became their sex boat, didn't it? They just had so much sex on that one boat that I said to Jason, if we were rich, does it mean that we need to get a yacht specifically for sex?
I probably won't come on that boat.
No, but that's what I mean. We have to get a yacht specifically for sex, and then if your friends were like, let's go out on the yacht, you need a different yacht. Because you're like, oh no, that's the sex yacht. I need to get my other yacht. Very worryingly, my last note is that I want a 26-inch ponytail.
Oh, but I did like that when she walked down the stairs in
Yeah.
that silver dress
I'm
and
sorry, like,
shoes.
That
the
outfit
ponytail.
slapped. Like, it was pretty good.
I like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wear it personally because I don't have enough
That
confidence,
outfit
but I
hit
like
different. The hair. I was like, look, if I'm going to take one thing away from this film, it's that
it. It's that outfit.
that outfit when she goes out to the club and she's got the long ponytail in. I went on ASOS and found a 26-inch ponytail that I'm probably going to order. So
How do you wear it?
oh, it's like you tie your own hair up,
Right.
and then it has like a band coming out of it
Right.
because the hair kind of ties around itself. So you put it around your hair and then you wrap that bit and it has buttons or Velcro or something so it secures in.
See, the thing is though, with hair extensions and stuff like that, like I like people who want them. Like I like the ponytail, so I probably would, but they never have my hair colour for it.
That's true.
Where are the red-headed auburn?
I know,
hair
they're very
colourings?
basic. You probably, if you paid a lot of money, you could probably find it, but
I don't want to pay a lot
they
of
only
money.
have like.
I mean, we live in a newer time. You would think that they'd have auburn-coloured hairbands. Auburn-coloured.
Struggle. And we could go out with our ponytails like Ariana Grande wishes she could.